Can you read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Jason Jackson claims he lost a lucrative speaking engagement after his cousin accused him of being a deadbeat dad online. Bernard Miller says Mr. Jackson is a phony and the public needed to know the truth.
Mr. Plaintiff, Mr. Defendant, I'll start with you, Mr. Plaintiff. What brings us to court today?
Your Honor, today I'm here suing my cousin for defamation of character and libel. He made a post about me online that cost me a very lucrative business deal. And so I'm hoping to be able to at least regain the initial deposit from that deal that I had to return.
Okay, I see you're suing your cousin for $2,388. That's correct. Okay, so tell me a little bit about this business deal that you had to return.
The business deal essentially was a speaking engagement. It was my first one to kind of set up a career of speaking engagements.
Okay. What is it that you do, Mr. Jackson?
Yeah, so I'm an internet personality. Essentially what I do is I give kind of life coaching, relationship, and parenting advice.
So you're building a business based off of
around that kind of relationship
expertise and all of this.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're building this business. Tell me where the cousin piece comes in.
I got this pretty big opportunity. I talked to him about it, so he knew about this opportunity as well. And then a few weeks ago, he posts this post online. I have a picture of it, a printout of it, if you'd like to see it.
Please give, yes, my bailiff, your whole evidence folder, please,
sir.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So we can review everything. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, before you move forward, tell me the contract. I want to get the numbers. Where does this $2,388 come from?
Yeah, so the $2,000 was a kind of a down payment, an initial
deposit
payment for the deposit for this speaking engagement that I had. The rest was to be paid after the agreement, somewhere around
$6,500.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, they paid you this deposit already, and they owe you $4,112 for the remainder. So did the event happen, sir?
It did not. So in there as well is the email where they basically, after this post was made, they stripped me from the event. They requested
their deposit back.
For the deposit. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get to this post. Let's go ahead and put this up so that the entire gallery here can see. This is you, the guru.
Yeah. This is the moment everything turns serious. That post. That's not just gossip anymore, that's Exhibit A. In defamation cases, the words themselves become the weapon. And listen carefully to what Bernard wrote. He didn't say, "I'm hurt." He didn't say, "There's confusion." He said, "Deadbeat, ran out, karma caught up." Those are declarations of fact, not opinions. In the eyes of the law, calling someone a deadbeat parent implies knowledge and intentional abandonment. And that's critical. Because if you accuse someone publicly of evading parental responsibility, especially when they didn't even know they were a parent, that's a factual claim that can be proven false. Here's the real danger of social media. Once you post, context disappears. The internet doesn't care about your emotions. It only records what you said. And today, those words are being weighed under oath.
Okay. Very nice little photo, sir. Okay, and then this is real Bernard Miller, so that would be you, Mr. Miller?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and you're saying to all that think they know this smooth-talking cousin, wake up and see the real man behind the filtered smile. This guy is nothing but a deadbeat who ran out on the consequences of his actions. For 5 painful years, I raised a son that I thought was mine, only to discover the real father is my cousin, the Jason Jackson guru. Karma has finally caught up with you. Let's get to this deadbeat allegation. Let's start with that. And then you say you raised a son. So how old is this said son now?
He's 5.
So there's a 5-year-old young child out here.
Yes.
Who you raised since he was born.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
And where's the child now? Who is he living with?
He's living with his mom currently.
Okay. Are you the mother, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get this witness in. You've sworn her in?
I have sworn her in.
Okay.
Please stand.
Madam, please approach. Okay. Now you're here with the plaintiff to be his witness. And what is the relationship between you two?
We all kind of grew up as friends.
All three of you?
All 3 of us grew up
Okay.
together as friends. But he brought me here because Bernard was posting messages online after I told him that there's a possibility that he may not be the father.
Now I see that you and Bernard have the same last name. Are y'all married?
Yes.
Okay.
Separated.
Ma'am, y'all are
Yes.
married.
Yes.
And it's okay. Okay. Some of us have made that mistake. Let me stop. Let me stop. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So y'all are estranged spouses.
Yes.
And y'all shared this 5-year-old child together.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me about the fact that at some point you became clear that maybe there was a question of paternity.
This is where the story gets emotionally messy and legally delicate. Nobody disputes that Bernard raised the child. Nobody disputes the pain involved. But here's the key issue: uncertainty is not proof. The mother admits she wasn't sure about paternity, yet no test was done for 5 years. That delay matters. From a legal standpoint, Jason cannot be labeled a deadbeat if he didn't know the child was his. Responsibility requires knowledge, and knowledge requires confirmation. This isn't about morality, it's about definition. This case highlights a painful truth: unresolved questions don't justify public accusations. If there was doubt, the responsible step would have been testing, not posting. And every year that passed without clarity increased the damage when that post finally went live.
Well, I kind of figured out early on, I just wasn't 100% sure.
When you say early on, before the child was born or after the child was born?
Afterwards.
Okay.
Okay.
So have you at any time had a relationship with the plaintiff?
Yes.
Okay, and tell me when that was.
That was about 2 months before he introduced me to Bernard.
Okay.
Again, we ran in the same circles as
Sure.
friends, so I introduced her to my cousin like I introduced all of my friends to my cousin because we're
Y'all boys
like
that.
brothers, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now, when you were introduced to your now wife, estranged, were you clear that she had some kind of sexual history with your cousin? Did you know?
You mean the person that's for the streets? Yes.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I was told that we have a paternity result in this file because you don't know who the father is, medically speaking.
No.
You certainly don't know. So let's all find out together.
And later,
I went into his house, yes, and I took possession of his gun, but I did it for his own safety.
Okay, so you essentially broke into this man's house.
Yes.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Jason Jackson, who blames his cousin Bernard Miller for damaging his reputation.
At what point, let me come to you, Ms. Miller. Maybe you can help, because these two are not helping me at all.
Okay.
At what point did you realize there was a question, an outstanding question of paternity?
It was after the baby was born, and then I kind of just like went backwards, and I was like, wait, we wasn't really intimate.
Oh, then you started doing the math.
Yeah.
After the baby was born.
Yeah.
That's a peculiar timing, Miss Miller.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you let your husband know that this was really an issue, for real?
I mean, maybe about a year ago or so.
So you then, I'm guessing in a burst of anger, a fit of anger and jealous and I don't even know, decide to go to social media? Is that what happened?
I sure did.
Okay, I appreciate the candor. Okay, so you did have ill intent when you post this man's big photo and call him a deadbeat and talk about karma and consequences. This was from a place of anger.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I mean, clearly, it shows. Yes. So let me get to the facts that are gonna get us to whether or not you have a claim. The potential people that were hiring you, they saw this, right?
Yes.
And at that point, I believe you sent me an email that they sent you. I'm gonna read this to the court. Dear Mr. Jackson, we are writing to you with considerable regret. regarding the keynote speaking engagement scheduled for our annual summit. As you know, we're all about integrity, family values, and accountability. Our mission relies on people speaking with that type of message. We have recently become aware, obviously through this social media post, of a highly damaging and public controversy which directly challenges the core themes, yada, 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 specifically fidelity and accountability, because it goes to the heart of those values.
This email seals the damages argument. The organization clearly states why they canceled: integrity, fidelity, accountability. This wasn't vague discomfort, it was direct cause and effect. Social media controversy equals lost opportunity. Legally, this is the cleanest part of Jason's case. The money trail is documented. The reason is documented. And the timing is undeniable. That's exactly what courts look for: clear linkage between statement and loss. This moment should be a warning to anyone online. Your post doesn't just affect your feelings, it affects contracts, careers, and livelihoods. And once a third party acts on what you said, the law steps in.
We now immediately request the return of the deposit already paid to you, hence the amount that we're in court today for, $2,388. We wish you well in resolving this personal matter. Did you give him the money back, sir?
Yes.
And now you're seeking to be compensated, made whole, from your cousin, who essentially you're arguing cost you this $2,388.
That's correct.
And what do you have to say for yourself, sir?
I believe I did well.
Yeah, I could tell with that little smirk on your face. You saw that little smirk?
Saw it.
Yeah. So you're just mad. So you're mad, you're
Yes.
bitter.
Yes.
You're bitter, you're mad, you're hurt.
Yes.
And hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
I see what's happening here. I was told that we have a paternity result in this file. We're actually going to because you don't know who the father is,
Yes.
medically speaking.
No, I
You
don't.
certainly don't know. So let's all find out together who indeed is the biological father of baby Miller. The DNA analysis concludes that it is you, Mr. Jason Jackson, who is the father. I see you're hurting, Miss Miller, and this brings me no joy that you have to experience this like this. But I need you to rest in your accountability that we could have all found this out a long time ago, and a lot of feelings and pain would have been spared. Mr. Jackson, I know this is a lot for you to take. Mr. Miller, I know it's a lot for you to take. Here's what I want to say to you both before I make my ruling. You two are cousins. Nobody is requiring you to be friends, but you are men. You are both men who are important to a 5-year-old little boy. I hope that you can put your emotions and your egos to the side and lovingly show care and protection for this child. Can I get a commitment from you for that, Mr. Miller?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Jackson,
Yes.
I wish you well. Now to the legal piece, because that's truly what I'm here for today. I find that you, Mr. Miller, admitted that the nature of your actions were malicious and with ill intent. And you smiled and smirked and said that you were proud of yourself because you did what you felt needed to be done. That's your right.
This is textbook judicial reasoning. Judge Eboni doesn't attack emotions, she attacks definitions. She breaks down what a deadbeat actually means under common understanding: awareness plus avoidance. Jason had neither. This explanation is why courts exist. Not to validate feelings, but to apply language precisely. The defendant's belief doesn't override the legal definition. And this moment makes the ruling unavoidable.
But the law says you have to pay for that. And the reality of the fact that he actually is the father does not change the legal outcome. You called the man a deadbeat. A deadbeat, by definition, knows and is aware of a responsibility that he evades. Mr. Jackson just found out in real time today that he is a father for the first time. How could he be a deadbeat? This court determines he is not. You thus made a false statement against him. You put it on public display for all the world to see. It cost him $2,388, and this court is holding you responsible. This court rules in favor of the plaintiff's case for the full judgment as $2,388. That is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $2,388.
This was a surprise to me. I'm happy about the ruling, obviously very surprised about everything else.
I better start saving up.
Notice the shock. The money matters, but the truth matters more. This case leaves everyone changed, careers altered, families fractured, and a child at the center of it all.
You've had your day in court. Please follow me.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I empathize with you deeply, ma'am. But I do want to caution you on a few things from my lived experience. When we start trying to play savior, even to people that we love deeply, sometimes we can get ourselves into some trouble.
This is Equal Justice. Charles Riemann claims his sister broke into his home and stole his handgun. Charlene Riemann says she took the gun for her brother's own protection when she discovered he had stopped taking his PTSD meds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see I've got Mr. Charles Riemann here as my plaintiff and Charlene Riemann as the defendant. Mr. Riemann, you are suing the defendant for $645 under a claim of theft. Now, I noticed the same last name. Is there relation here, sir?
She's actually my sister.
Oh, okay. All right. What are you alleging that your sister stole from you, sir?
That she stole my handgun from me while I was sleeping.
Let me come to you, ma'am. Well, is there any truth to this allegation?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I went into his house, yes, and I took possession of his gun, but I did it for his own safety.
Okay. Why would he need to be protected in this way, ma'am?
So my brother struggles with PTSD since coming home, and he's been struggling and he's been drinking more and more alcohol.
Let me allow you to speak for yourself, sir.
Well, she is right. I struggle from PTSD. I'm a veteran.
That could be very difficult. How about therapy, medications?
I am with medications right now.
Okay, so you have prescribed medications. And are
Yes,
you
I do.
taking them consistently, sir?
More or less.
So you're alleging that your sister, I know you went to his house and you went in his home and you retrieved this gun. Do you have a key to his house, or did you break in, or how did you get in?
I didn't have a key, but I went and knocked on the door. Nobody answered. So I went around to the side of the house. There's a window, and I could see in the window that he was passed out on the couch. So I opened the window and I climbed in through.
Okay, so you essentially broke into this man's house.
Yes.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Nobody's questioning your integrity around your intentionality, but I'm suggesting maybe, just maybe, you might be beyond your scope.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Charles Riemann, who brought his sister Charlene Riemann to court for stealing his handgun.
Okay, let's talk about this gun, sir. This is your personal property?
It is. I legally own it.
Okay, and you purchased it and you have a receipt?
I do.
Okay, Elijah, can you please get Mr. Riemann's evidence folder, all of his evidence?
Folder, please.
Oh.
Yep. So we can review everything and see exactly what's at stake here in the case. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I am looking at a purchase receipt from a reputable and legal gun company. Mr. Riemann here purchased this 9mm handgun for an amount of $645.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm also looking at a photo in this text message. She's telling you, Charles, I took your gun for your own safety, and I could see you haven't been taking your meds. I am very concerned about you. And I'm looking at this, and I see said gun, and I do see some bottles of medication, and this is what you're indicating to the court, ma'am, that he's not taking the meds.
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
I empathize with you deeply, ma'am. I really do. But I do want to caution you on a few things from my lived experience. When we start trying to play savior, even to people that we love deeply, sometimes we can get ourselves into some trouble. Are you seeking mental health support for yourself?
Yes, I am. I actually struggle with anxiety, and so I do really feel like I'm empathetic toward those struggling with mental health issues.
Yeah, nobody's questioning your integrity around your intentionality, Miss Riemann, but I'm suggesting maybe, just maybe, you might be beyond your scope.
Judge Ebony's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Let me get to the law. Miss Riemann, I cannot force your hand to give the firearm back to your brother, but if you decide to keep it, which you've indicated to us today that you are going to, you are legally responsible for the full valuation of this man's personal property. The court rules in favor of the plaintiff for $645. That is my ruling. Sir, take care of yourself. Ma'am, take care of yourself. God bless you both. That's my ruling.
Judge Ebony has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $645.
We all know these are tough and uncertain times.
This courtroom delivered two powerful lessons today. First, words have legal weight. You cannot publicly accuse someone of moral failure without proof and expect zero consequences. Second, intent does not override the law. Whether it's social media posts or taking property for safety, the court demands accountability. Judge Eboni K. Williams made it clear, justice isn't about who felt right. It's about who acted responsibly. If you found this case as shocking and eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful courtroom breakdowns where law, emotion, and real-life consequences collide.